Welcome to Big Red Leads. I'm Big Red, getting you and your business back to the black. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. Um, had a few people reach out, and I wanted to touch base with everybody, and I wanted to have a honest conversation. And I want you to really think about where you are. A lot of folks, including myself at times, have had this almost imposter syndrome for a moment. For me, I speak for myself. For a brief moment, where I want greatness so bad, but I have to question myself. How bad do you really want it? What does it look like? And to be totally honest, is it in you? Is it in you? That's a real question. I really want you to ask yourself that, because most people don't look at it like, they don't look at it from the lens of somebody who is already there. Most people want to be close to greatness. They want to leech off greatness, but they don't want to have anything to do with what greatness really embarks upon, because it goes down to the nature of your mentality. If you have that lion or that wolf or that mamba mentality of, I got to go get it, I'm going to work smarter and harder, faster than anyone. Do you really want that? Because what happens, most people are sheep, lambs, if you will. You want greatness, but you don't want it. You don't have anything to do with it. You don't want to do what's required of that. In those moments when you're fully energized and you want to do everything, greatness doesn't live there in that space. Greatness lives in the space of, I'm tired, I don't want to do it, but it's a must. I must do it. I must complete this. I must get this done. I must put this effort in. I must continue to push. Like, have you ever been around somebody who, like, they might be a little older than you? I use like my own high school football career, right? As a freshman, played on JV, played varsity. There was two seniors who were a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger than me. But they showed me what real work looks like. Now, most people will scurry away or get away from that. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that type of work in. I don't want to put that type of effort in. I don't want to do these two a days, these three a days. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be involved in that at all. Most people. But if there's something in you that clicks and it's like, this is what I want. I want to be pushed. I want to push myself. I want to go beyond the limits that others outside of me have put on me. These parameters of, oh, that kid's good, but he could be great. You have to work outside of that. So, from the outside looking in, greatness is nasty. Greatness is grueling. It's painful. Most people don't want that. They want leisure and fun and pleasure. Greatness is working when no one is watching. Greatness is going against your own will and breaking your own will to do another lap, to do another set, to make another 10 calls. Are you willing to do that? But then the people who live in that mentality of they're not willing or able to do that, to step up to that apex predator status of I don't want to be nasty or cold. It's not cold. It's not even selfish. It's selfish for someone to think that I should get a piece of what the work that you put in. The leeches. I just want to be next to greatness. I want to be a male groupie. I just want to hang out and kick it while you do all the touring and singing and the press runs and all this other stuff. Nobody speaks about that. There is a real nastiness, and most of the population run from it. They're scared to death of it. You people talking about alpha males, beta males, and things of that nature. Look, that's not what we're talking about. But what we are talking about is when you witness it from somebody in whatever field that they're in, and they are at that apex. Focus. A nastiness to it. You don't want no parts of that. Most people are scared of that. You say what's on your mind. And that also requires, a lot of times, you have to have an honest conversation. If I'm giving everything I got, and on top of that, I'm working 3-4 times harder than you. When I'm saying putting in the work when the work day is done. Researching, reading, whatever it might be for you. Studying up on my sales scripts, reaching out to potential clients who might be on the West Coast. What are you doing? So when you go and criticize somebody who you have no clue what type of mindset that they have, you don't have a clue on what their actual work ethic looks like, what type of exhaustion they work through. So you see the the Instagram photos. You see the lifestyle, but you don't know what it took to get that. And you talk about you want to be great. Are you willing to do that? It might mean you have to sacrifice some relationships. It put like this: if they're not putting in the same amount of work, if they're not there with you in the trenches, why would you get a piece of my bonus? See, too many people have this pack mentality. Everybody eats. Even the last dog eats. Yeah, we hunt as a pack, which is great in that sense. But if I'm one of the lead dogs and I'm out there running and actually hunting down that deer, I'm eating first. This is a mentality that most people are afraid of. Because what it does is it makes you look at oneself. You have to look within. Is that in me? Yes, there are a lot of people out here who can be very, very good at what they do. But greatness is rare, rare air. And we probably should stop using that term. Or taper it back, bring it back a little bit. Because it's used too often for people who haven't even stepped into above average. So I'm not going to dwell on this, but I want you to really think about where you are if you claim greatness. You claim that you want to be an apex predator. You want to be A1. Understand that it's nasty. It's nasty at the top. Almost tyrannical. Like some people that power that comes with that. If I'm putting in that type of work, some people end up being tyrants when they wield that type of power. But you need to take a look at yourself and see if you're being selfish by not giving your all. Just saying. Like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. You want to tap into greatness, you have to be willing to get nasty. You have to be willing to get dirty. You have to be willing to put in work when you are dead tired. When you are just, you have no more energy to expend. You have to be willing to go above and beyond what your mentality is telling you, what your psyche is telling you, even what your physical body is telling you. We just passed up on Kobe Bryant's birthday. Mama mentality is a real thing. When Kobe tore his Achilles and he told the training staff not to touch him, he walked to the bench, back to the free throw line, shot his free throws, and then walked to the locker room. And I don't know about you. I've torn some ligaments. And all I'm simply saying is most of us would have had to been carried off the floor. So think about that next time when you speak of greatness in whatever field that you have hopefully mastered, you're developing, you're working on, you're continuing to, just make massive improvement. I want you to think about that. Is that in you? Because, like I said, it's nasty. Are you willing to put that type of work in to be a master of you? Love you all. Have a great day. Greatness is not for the weak. Have a good one, my friends. This is Big Red signing off. Love you all. Talk soon. Peace.